Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about everything that I did this month. It's been kind of a lot, and thinking back on it all, it kind of feels like a dream, like I'm looking back and it all happened so quickly. It feels like it happened literally all yesterday, but it was like a month ago now. Crazy. And basically, I thought that I could sum my month up the meme where it's like the triangle, where it's like you can pick two: social life, sleep, or good grades. And I decided for this month to choose good grades and social life. I've had a very eventful January. Everything that I've done started off like normal. I have my normal school with Portfolio 3. I also have my job, Friday Blends, and this month I decided to audit Intro to Media Communications, the very first class that you take as an MCBS student. I decided to do this because Beth redesigned it, and I wanted to get the Beth experience. This was a really good idea. I got a lot from the class, from everything that we did, and even like now, halfway through like my program and stuff, I feel like I've benefited a lot from going back and taking this class, learning things that I didn't learn the first go and that I feel like I really needed to hear. Something that we focused on a lot in the first couple of weeks was the survival guide, the MCBS survival guide. Beth really dove into it and talked to us a lot about it with each component, really explaining what MCBS students do here and introducing everybody to the instructors and the people that they're going to be interacting with. And I thought that was like really beneficial to these new students coming into this program so that they can really get a feeling of who we are as a community and as a family. And I think Beth does a great job of really conveying that feeling, especially by using the survival guide and the activities that she does with them, where students go and interview instructors or talk about what they want to do and goals that they're trying to achieve. There was also this color personality test that she did, where it categorized people into 4 different colors, and each color represented a different kind of personality and different ways that each personality communicates and how they deal in certain situations. She also talked about, with these personalities, how to communicate with each of them and how to easily and effectively communicate with each person. When you are able to identify who you're talking to and how you should talk to them to get effective results, it makes everything a lot easier. And because media communications is a very collaborative field and a very collaborative program, it's phenomenal that she's teaching it this early in the program so that everybody is able to at least get some sort of idea on how to deal with certain situations when they're collaborating with other students and other people. And even in the professional world, you really need to know how to do that. And I think about it in literally every conversation with a new person that I am with, because it's really impactful and really useful. Something that I was going to do this month was a design challenge, I guess. I was going to do a different design every couple of days or so to practice my design skills. And it didn't really work out due to a couple of things lining up in my very eventful January that made it so that I couldn't necessarily focus on doing these little designs that I wanted to do. But instead, I got some real life experience. Some backstory. There's a convention coming up in February called the National Association of Campus Activities National Convention 2019. And I work for a company that would go to one of these. It's a small entertainment company called Everything But the Mime, where we where we book different entertainments for different colleges. So like your balloon guy or your big giant rides or stuff. And so we go to these things, and Carol's pretty popular. Like she runs a pretty solid business, but she does a lot, so she's a little forgetful. So she got a call a couple weeks ago saying, "Hey, so we need your full page ad coming up soon. It's due Thursday." And she was like, "My what now? What full page ad?" She completely forgot that she bought a $1,000 full page ad for their booklet that they pass out to everybody, and she had to give them a design in like 4 days, 3 days or whatever. And so she called her old design guy, her ex-design guy. This guy, for lack of a better term, is a tool and just kind of mean. So when Carol asked him to do this, and she asked for like a quote or whatever, because she was going to pay him, he said, "For this rush order and everything that you're asking me to do," which wasn't a lot, "the whole total is going to be $900, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So she came and asked me if I would do it. And I, of course, said yes, because this would be a great opportunity to practice my design skills. I had a couple of ideas that I was bouncing around and stuff, like bubbles and balloons and whatever. I ended up with balloons, but while I don't feel I did a great job with it, I do feel like I've improved a lot with my design since I've gotten here and stuff. Like, I've had a lot of practice with everything, and from what I could do when I first got here and what I can do now has definitely increased. And so I turned in something that I'm proud that I got it done, and I'm proud of how it looks for the most part. There are definitely things that I would change, and I wish I had had more time to do it, and get more like feedback and stuff, but I'm glad that I got it done. I also, this month I also did a couple of odd jobs here and there. I do a couple of things with this group called the Dean Diane Novelties that work for my boss. And they go around and do different like novelty gigs, and one of them that I go and do sometimes is decorate your own cookies. And I haven't done it very often before this month, but this month I did like 2. And I went all the way to UNF, and I went all the way to University of Tampa. Yeah, I went to the University of Tampa. And each time I went there, one of them was really busy. UNF was pretty busy, but at the University of Tampa, it was really slow. So there weren't that many kids, but there were a lot of people that came to my booth and decorated cookies, you know? I also did a 4th graders party, where I worked some carnival games and this other weird thing. And I also, this month, am doing something that I never thought I would actually be doing. My mom roped me into singing at the Orlando Gay Chorus. I have been doing support for the Orlando Gay Chorus since 2015. And so, like, I know what they do, and I know how it works and stuff, and, you know, I'm cool with being support. But I don't know really how this happened. But it's definitely something that is taking me outside of my comfort zone. Especially because it's not something I necessarily think I'm good at, singing. So while I'm there, I'm first of all singing in front, like singing with a group of people, but also in the end we're going to be singing in front of a group of people. We're going to be singing at a concert, and I'm very nervous, and I'm scared, but I'm also excited. I didn't think I would be, and I'm glad that I get to hang out with my mom and stuff, and it happens every Wednesday from now until April. And it's a 3-hour long rehearsal, And sometimes it's a lot, but I'm definitely excited to see where this goes. This doesn't mean that I'm not still working support, because sometimes I work on their digital assets and I help my mom out with social media. Something that they asked me to do recently was create them a concert banner about a week or two ago, and I said yes because I wanted to get that extra design practice in. This is my final result, and again, like I said before, I can see growth from before, and I'm excited to see more growth. I definitely want to work more in typography and basic design assets, and I think I am going to go ahead at some point and start doing the design every couple of days once I get a little bit of free time. Maybe if I do get some free time, and start working on that. And something else that I wanted to say about working at UNF, which was the really busy gig, was that while I was there, I talked to about 250 students. And for me, that's kind of a lot, talking to that many people. And just talking to like any people is kind of difficult. So being able to get this practice in and like talk to this amount and be able to like get basic conversation skills and, you know, people skills, it's like really, it's great practice, and I'm glad that I'm able to do it. And it's definitely stepping outside of my comfort zone and learning a lot about who I am and how I interact and stuff. The next thing is we had the group filming project. We filmed for 3 days and we scouted for one. This was a really exciting and fun project, and I really enjoyed making it. The pre-production is probably my favorite, coming up with the ideas, doing like the shot list and figuring out what's going to happen and stuff. I absolutely love doing all of that. The creation of it all is really exciting and stuff. I did something different, kind of forced into it again, but it definitely happened. I was the main actor in this video. For the acting, it's something I have definitely never done before. Not really. And so it was kind of scary. And going through it each time, it was kind of difficult. Like, it's not, I don't not like it. I'm more of a tabletop role-playing kind of gal, not necessarily a in front of a camera kind of person. So doing this was a little difficult, but while we filmed for 3 days, on the first day I was kind of jumpy and nervous and whooshy, and we had to do a couple of takes. On the second day, I was still kind of nervous, but not as jumpy, and we got through it pretty easily. And on the last day, I was like, first of all, done. But I was also getting through the takes pretty quickly, and it was smooth, and I was just ready to go. And so, like, going through and practicing this, it was very helpful and honestly kind of interesting to see that progress in such little time. I also learned a lot from everybody. Like, it's really cool that I was able to work with all of these different people on this project. Like, I never thought I'd be able to work with Carson or even, like, Darcy and Lamar. And I never would have met, like, Leo or Kat. Kat has the most amazing organization skills I've ever seen in my life. And, gosh, I would just recommend her for absolutely everything. And I also learned about myself that I don't really like acting. Something else this month, and usually every month, is Dungeons and Dragons. It consumes my life. I have Dungeons and Dragons with my family on Sunday, 5 to 9. Critical Role every Thursday I watch with my dad. And coming up very, very soon is Campfire Quests, where I will be streaming in front of, a camera. But playing Dungeons and Dragons, which is very exciting and also a little scary. But I think because of everything that I've been doing this month, it's going to be a lot easier than if I had just gone in without doing all of this. And that's basically everything I have to talk about. So thank you, and have a good night.